What it is, what it do, and how the hell are all of you? With yours truly, PetraFucka, back with another motherfucker. You already know the deal. You already know the real. You already know the real. Whew. Welcome back, welcome back. The mainstream media got their own thing going on. When I say the mainstream media, I mean CNN and MSNBC, and the New York Times, and the Washington Post, and the Huffington Post. I'm coming at you, all the other motherfuckers that doing the most. Oh, what y'all think of that? I thought it was good. I didn't even write it down. Off the top, man. So Michael Flynn. Let's get into Michael Flynn quick. Now we don't stay online, but we're going to get into it quick. So Michael Flynn has effectively been vindicated, been exonerated. And yet you still got the left bitching and complaining about he lied to the FBI. But y'all don't bitch and complain when Antifa ducks and fucking runs from the cops when they don't want to talk that shit. The FBI can't even prove that he lied. But the one thing that the transcripts do prove, that Obama said, we got to get the right people to investigate Mr. Flynn. So that shit came from the top down. Y'all still gonna sit here and protect Obama as if he had some miraculous fucking presidency, as if he didn't sit and divide America. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all only went after Flynn because he rocked with Trump, just like he did fucking Papadopoulos. Look how that shit turned out. He went to jail, went to prison, and did that shit on his dome. What you talking about? And y'all mad because Flynn protected his child? They went after his family. What would y'all done in this situation? I know for a fact if it's me, I got my kid till the end, bro. Don't even matter. Never bend or break for when it comes to my kid. Never. I will happily go do that time. You don't even understand. I can tell people that don't have kids are the ones saying, man, oh, he lied to the FBI. You know? But y'all mad at the police right now too, huh? Shut the fuck up. The left really tries to say that he pled guilty to lying to the FBI. AG Barr got him off, even though, like I said, the FBI couldn't even prove that he lied. And like I said, Flynn only caved when they targeted his family. But yet no one wants to talk about how the shit came down from Obama. And nobody wants to talk about how the judge in the case had a hard-on for Flynn and kept going after Flynn after he was told to not go after Flynn. Maybe that judge should be disbarred. That's what I think. Sounds like they tried to railroad a fucking decorated military officer. What the fuck, man? And like I said, the mainstream media doesn't not say he's been exonerated. They still push that leftist narrative, man. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. And what's even more crazy, though, is we will move on. What's even a little bit more crazy is, I don't know if y'all heard about this, that Oregon, Lincoln County in Oregon, passed an ordinance that makes so only white people gotta wear masks no matter what. Now, they want to make it an ordinance that everybody has to wear masks, but only white people have to, because only white people can't feel profiled by the police. But if you're any other color, you don't have to because of the fear that you could be profiled. How the fuck is that not a pandering-ass fucking law? How is that not a racist-ass law? You know, at first when people wanted to argue that reverse racism wasn't a real thing, you know, I let them have the argument all day. You know what? Fuck that. Now, you know what? White people might the word cracker or honky, but you can't blame white people for everything. You cannot do that. That's straight discrimination, period. I don't care how you try to spin that, twist that, no matter how you want it. It does not matter. At least not to me. That is some of the most racist shit I've ever seen from the government in my lifetime. Because if it was directed at anybody else, ooh, there'd be rioting. I guarantee it. And speaking of rioting, speaking of the fucking left, and speaking of Antifa's bullshit, man in Wisconsin was on a megaphone, and he had a baseball bat, and I guess he went into a restaurant of some sort. That's what the report was saying, that he went to a restaurant, and he was in there talking about Jesus ain't white, something, something, and he kept repeating it, but he kept referring also that he had a baseball bat. So when the police showed up and they arrested him for him having a baseball bat and being in the restaurant, shouting on the megaphone, which in my whole life, I've never seen someone go into the restaurant and then use the fucking megaphone. So if you went to the restaurant with megaphone, you had ulterior motives, no matter how you spin that shit. That's facts. He had his own motives. Well, he got arrested 200 plus people came out to riot, not to protest, but the mainstream media will say it's protesting. How is it protesting when they beat up a fucking sitting senator? You're not gonna tell me that that's just protesters. What's the line and what's the saving grace for that? Huh? What's the line gonna make the left still non-violent? We preach non-violence. We preach peaceful assembly. Peaceful assembly as long as you have it your way, no other way, or it's the fucking highway. All the senator came out to do was videotape you marching down the fucking street and destroying shit. Well, guess what? Y'all ran up on him, and now the whole world gets to fucking see it. Not that it's going to get any actual mainstream media play, because gosh damn, it doesn't fit the narrative. How does it not upset people? How does this not make you mad when you can clearly see there is a double standard, and yet there's still people that, nope, there's no double standard. Man, hush that shit up. That's like trying to say when the Chaz had their blackout moment where no white people could sit down, and then they had the other one, that garden where it's only black people and indigenous people. You segregating. You're purposely making shit racist, and you think you're not. That's why when so many motherfucking smart, much smarter than my dumbass, smart people like Ben Shapiro, I don't know what study he referenced, but it's a good reference. You might not like it, but it's not like the political parties are fucking two lines. It's a circle, and the far left and the far right meet at the top or the bottom of the circle because they both believe in the same extreme shit, just at two different narratives. Hence why the left has no problem the progressives have no problem segregating shit. None. Because they think they're doing the right thing. It's fucking insane. And the fact that this senator got beat up, not only that, I believe he's a gay senator. He's a Democratic senator. So not only that, you beat up a senator that's probably banking on whatever y'all want anyways, and he's rocking with the LGBT community. Like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, I just pulled up the article. Just pulled it up. Let me read this shit real quick. This is from the New York Times. Wisconsin state senator says he was assaulted by protesters in Madison. See, you got this fucked up. You're still calling them protesters. How do protesters assault a fucking sitting senator? How does this happen? And you still say it's fucking protesters. This is what is the most amazing shit in the world to me. We're going to keep reading, though. The state senator, Tim Carpenter, said he was attacked after taking a short video near the Capitol amid protest in which two statues were toppled. Oh, yeah, a statue of an abolitionist. A guy that fought against and to save the black people from being slaves. But yeah, you still tore the fucking statue down. Because it doesn't matter who the statue is or what it represents. Y'all just don't like fucking statues at this point. That's what I think a lot of us are thinking. Y'all just want to tear down every statue you see. Period. You don't like them. Because you're even tearing down the people that were abolitionists. They fought against the Confederacy. Are you fucking insane? First it started with Confederates, now you're tearing down our founding fathers and anyone else that beat the shit out of the Confederacy. We're going to keep reading, though. A Wisconsin state senator said he was assaulted by protesters in Madison late Tuesday amid demonstrations against racism and police violence around the city in which two statues were toppled. The senator, Tim Carpenter, a Democrat who represents areas in Milwaukee, said that the incident took place after he took a cell phone video of protesters who had been marching through the downtown Madison for several hours. Governor Tony Evers of Wisconsin condemned the violence on Tuesday night, saying that Mr. Carpenter was among the individuals attacked last night. He said that the demonstrations presented a stark contrast from the peaceful protests that we've seen across our state in recent weeks. Bullshit. Adding that he was ready to activate the Wisconsin National Guard to protect states, buildings, and infrastructures. Guess what? The National Guard is activated as of today, June 25th, 2020. Not only in Wisconsin, but also in Washington, D.C. Protesters on Tuesday brought down statues of abolitionist Hans Christian Haig, who died fighting for the Union in the Civil War, and a replica of Madison's forward figure in allegorical work designed in the 1890s meant to embody the state's motto. The demonstrations targeting those statues contrast with similar protests in other cities and states where statues of Confederates and colonial figures have been removed by protesters or authorities. They haven't been removed by authorities at all in the last couple of weeks. It's only been by Protesters. Protesters. Is that what we're really still call them, as protesters? I'm pretty sure when you start pulling down fucking statues, you're no longer a protester. You, my friend, are a fucking extremist. You're an activist with an agenda way beyond your culpability in my eyes. You don't even know what the fuck you're fighting for when you tear down an abolitionist. You tear down a fucking abolitionist. Like, are you guys nuts? And it's even saying here, the contrast. The what contrast? They've been tearing them down for fucking weeks and they've been destroying everything in their fucking path. Antifa is a problem. Mr. Carpenter told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that he stopped to take photo of the protest, and he posted a video on Twitter that showed the large group of protesters standing in the street near the Capitol shouting. Two protesters can be seen running over to Mr. Carpenter, and one grabs his phone, and the camera swerves. "Leave my phone alone," he can be heard saying. "Delete it," a woman says, as news of the confrontation spreads on social media. Mr. Carpenter tweeted that taking the images got me assaulted and beat up by 8 to 10 people. He said that he may have had a concussion and had vision, and his left eye was blurry, and that he had a sore neck and ribs. "This has to stop before some innocent person gets killed," he tweeted early Wednesday. "I locked up in the state capitol until I was safe." Mr. Carpenter could not be immediately reached for comment. It's just, this is, and then it goes right here. It's in a statement to Washington Post. Mr. Carpenter said, "Sad thing I'm on their side for the peaceful demonstrations. I am a gay progressive Democratic senator, served 36 years in the legislature." So not only that, you're beating up the same people that are fucking banking for you and fighting with the law, fighting for the bills and shit for you. You guys nuts? You're not nuts. Yeah, you are. You are nuts. You're clearly fucking insane. You've clearly lost the plot. And I definitely think the plot's been lost when you have the leader of Black Lives Matter in New York, Hawk Newsom, saying, if we don't get what we want, we're going to burn it down. And he goes, you can take that literally or you can take it figuratively, because he was talking about burning down the system and starting anew. Huh. I wonder if you could consider that shit a threat. I would. If that was me, 100% would consider that shit a threat. And has nothing to do with this color or anything like that. That's literally, if you don't do what I want, I'm going to burn your shit down. Take it however you want. That's just what I said. That's basically what he said in so many words. But this is literally something that you can tell is just, everyone's saying this shit's going to get worse long before it gets better. Long before it gets better. A lot of talks of a civil war. This shit is insane. Who would have thought that 2020 would have brought this? I remember 6 months ago we were talking about, new me, new year, new me, new year, all that bullshit. And moving on. I'm sorry I keep stepping off. Y'all know me, man. That's why you come back for the show, bro. You love the show. If you listen to the show, you probably love the show, or you probably hate the show. Either way, you still give me downloads. Appreciate that. Hate or love. You already know the deal. Oh, we gonna do a little plug. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at HBTStoned321, and you can also find me on my Parler page. My Parler handle is at Hotboxtalk.phukka. Hotboxtalk, PHUKKA. Hotboxtalk.phukka. Shameless play. I had to throw that shit in there. Oh, and the email is hotboxtalk.phukka@gmail.com. It wasn't hotboxtalk.petrov. It was hotboxtalk.phukka. It's just, this shit's nuts, man. But like I said, we're going to move on. So, Jenny Durkin. The Durkin squirtin'. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Durkin. The mayor of Seattle, on the 22nd, said they were going to have the Chaz taken down. Calls for the summer of love to be over after 4 shootings in 3 days, leaving 1 dead. Oh, and mind you, one of the shooting victims, literally trying to say, I'm going to sue the police for not helping me. Y'all are in a time zone. Every time the police or anybody tried to come in, y'all held the motherfuckers at the door. Nah, man. Fuck you. That's what I think. Facts. Still smoking on that Ooh, that good ganja, you know what I'm saying? This shit has some